Hi everyone and welcome back. I have a goal P here. Here's the key works. Be tensioning with a couple stacked multi-pick tensioners and a Lock Tools hook 1 and this is 0.6 mil, I think. Alright. One is springy, two's binding. A little counter rotation. Springy, 3 springy, 4 is binding. A little counter rotation and it's springy now, 5 is binding. Counter rotation, it's springy. 6 is binding. And a little something from it. Still binding. Counter rotation and a click, it's springy. 5 is binding again. Springy. I think 6 might have dropped a bit. Yeah. A little something from it. 5 is springy. 4 is binding. Little counter rotation, it's springy. 5 is springy. So is 6. Three is springy. Yeah. 2 is springy. And so is 1. So I think, is that 2? 2 feels like, yeah, it gave us a little something there. 3. 4 is springy, 5 is springy, 6 is springy, 1 is springy, 2 is springy. Everything's springy. Or is it? Counter rotation from 4, got a little click and it's springy now. I think 5 is binding. Yeah, counter rotation. Click, it's springy now. 5 is binding. A little bit of counter rotation. It feels set. 5 is springy. 4 is binding. Little counter rotation, click again. 3 feels springy. 2 is springy. 1 is binding. Oh, something dropped. Little, yeah, 1 is binding. I think it's caught in the milling. Let's switch to a deeper hook. Some counter rotation, I slipped off. There we go, got a click, it's springy. How about 2? 2 might give us something. No, I don't feel anything on 2. How about 3? 3 is binding. I'm getting counter rotation there. We got a click. 5. I don't feel anything on 5. Sorry, that was 6. 5 feels like maybe it'll give us something. Yeah, little counter rotation, tiny little click. 4 feels like it's binding. Counter rotation and a tiny click. 3 feels springy. So does 2. I'm not getting anything from it. 1 is springy. I'm going to test it. I'm getting some counter rotation from 1 though. I'm going to go for it. There we go, counter rotation, click. And it's springy now. Yep. 2 feels springy. 3. Nothing there. 4. A little counter rotation from 4. Little click. 5 is binding. No, maybe not. It might be set. Yeah. What's 6 up to? Little counter rotation from 6. Tiny little click. I think 5 is binding again. Yeah, counter rotation. Little click. Same with 4. Okay. 5 feels springy. 6 feels springy. What's 3 doing? 3 might give us something. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit of counter rotation there. I think. Maybe not. What's 1 up to? Springy. I think 2 is springy. Yeah. 3. I don't know, I feel like 3 might give something. Yep. Here it comes. Okay. 4 is binding. Counter rotation and a click. 5 is binding again. Counter rotation and a click. I feel like 6 is set. 5 I think is set. I think 4 dropped. Yeah, counter rotation and a click, and it's open. Excellent. Okay. There you can see that's open. I'm gonna lock it back up. Get this back piece off. There we go, follower key. Now there's 2 little spring-loaded balls on the plug. So when you're pulling it out, I'm gonna try and catch those balls. In frame, yeah. Okay. There we go. Put that right. I'm gonna put that up here. I need pinning mat. Actually, no, I'll just use, it's all dirty. Okay, I'll just use this. I'm gonna go this side first. So you can see that first steel ball, and hopefully it doesn't stick to my finger. There it is. Take that out, put it over there. I'm gonna let the spring fall out. There it is. Where's my tweezers? Can I reach them? Yes. There's that spring. Now there's this other ball. There it is. Let's see that one. And that spring. There we go. Woo! Almost lost it. Okay. Key pins. I'm just gonna put everything out. What are we gonna do here? Yeah. Key pin 1 is, I think they're all torpedoes. Yep. You see that? Kinda. Actually, I am gonna use the mat for this part. There. Two is a torpedo, 3 is a standard, 4 is a torpedo, 5 is an, and 6 are both torpedoes. Okay. All torpedoes. Let's take a look at the plug. You can see, where's my other tweezers? Here we go. Can you see the counter milling or the undermilling and overmilling. Actually, I'll use these tweezers. You can see there's a lip there, 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 and there. And then there's overmilling on all of them. You can see the overmilling there. Let's turn this around. You can see the overmilling. And oh, maybe I should use a flashlight. Does that work better? Barely. Sort of better. Yeah. Let's go back to the other side with better light. See that? Okay. These holes in the plug, I'm assuming this is for construction keying. And there's the hole for one detent. There's the other. Not much else to see with the plug. Put that down. Let's get drivers. So these being gins, okay, there's the Sparrow's logo on the tweezers, so you can see which side of the tweezers is down based on the logo. And you can see that the gin was in the chamber correctly. That's from one. Same with two. Three is also a gin. Maybe it looks better. Yeah, there we go. It's better contrast. Four is also a gin. Where are we going here? Five is also a gin. And six, also a gin. And we got springs. One. Two. Three. Four. Oh, five came out. And six. Okay. Where's my light? Here we go. There we can see inside the cylinder. And backlight it there. There's the one slot for the one ball detent. And there's the other. All right, set this down here. Let's get in for a close-up on the pins. So 5 of the 6 key pins are torpedoes, 6 gins, and there's the steel ball detents. I think that's it. Saw the plug before, and yeah, I think I've covered everything. Thanks very much for watching. I appreciate it. And I don't know what else there's to say. The goal P, if you've picked the goal S, which I recommend, it's a fun lock. It's a blue belt lock, and it gives some great counter rotation, some nice crisp feedback. The goal P is kind of a more refined goal S, a little bit harder. The gins are and the milling a little less forgiving. I kind of was sort of float picking it. I was taking advantage of the spring tension that you get from those detents. When you tension the plug, it compresses the springs, and if you release tension, the plug will return back to 0. So you can float pick it by taking advantage of that spring tension to get some assistance from it. And you can kind of find the sweet spot for tensioning, so that you can get the gins up into the undermilling, which is what I usually do with this sort of thing. I get all the gins up into the undermilling, and then once I've got them there, then I'll proceed to get them all out, like past the undermilling. So the heads of the gins will be in the overmilling. Once I get them all up into the overmilling, then there's way less risk of dropping pins when you try to push one out of the overmilling. And that's my tactic, my approach for these sort of locks. Anyway, starting to ramble again. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Goal P in the bag. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.